As you settle into the soft embrace of your bed tonight, feeling the solid earth beneath you and the familiar weight of gravity holding you gently in place, you might imagine that you're at rest in a quiet, stable corner of the universe. But tonight we're going to discover together that you're actually part of an elegant cosmic dance that has been flowing for over 4.5 billion years, a ballet performed by ancient wanderers called asteroids, whose graceful movements through space carry the very stories of how worlds are born. Above you right now, beyond the thin veil of atmosphere that wraps around our planet like a whisper, millions of these cosmic dancers are performing their eternal choreography. They follow gravitational music so subtle and beautiful that it takes the patience of geological time to appreciate its rhythms. Each asteroid moves with the precision of a trained dancer, their paths carved by invisible forces that have guided them since the very dawn of our solar system. Imagine, if you will, traveling back in time, not just years or centuries, but 4.6 billion years into the past. You're floating in a realm where our familiar solar system doesn't yet exist. Instead, you're surrounded by a vast, swirling cloud of gas and dust called the solar nebula, a cosmic nursery where stars and planets are born. This nebula stretches for trillions of miles, slowly rotating like a magnificent spiral of stellar silk, pregnant with the potential for worlds. As you drift through this primordial dance floor, you witness gravity beginning to work its patient magic. The nebula starts to collapse under its own gentle weight, spinning faster as it contracts, like a figure skater pulling in her arms. At the center, our sun ignites for the first time, a newborn star blazing to life with nuclear fire. But it's in the cooler regions, farther from this stellar hearth, where tonight's story truly begins. In what will one day become the space between Mars and Jupiter, countless tiny grains of dust begin their slow waltz toward each other. These are not random collisions, but gentle encounters, guided by gravity's tender pull. Dust grain meets dust grain. Ice crystal embraces ice crystal, and slowly, oh so slowly, they begin to dance together, forming larger and larger partners in this cosmic ballroom. You're witnessing the birth of asteroids, and it's nothing like the violent, chaotic process you might imagine. Instead, it's a meditation on patience itself. These particles have all the time in the universe, and they use it to build themselves into the rocky storytellers that still dance above you tonight. Some grow to be tiny pebbles, others become house-sized boulders, and the largest grow into miniature worlds hundreds of miles across. But here's the beautiful truth that transforms our understanding of these ancient wanderers. Asteroids are not the failures of planetary formation, but its most honest chroniclers. While the planets grew large enough to melt and reform themselves, erasing most evidence of their humble beginnings, asteroids remained small enough to preserve their primordial stories. They are cosmic time capsules, carrying within their rocky hearts the very chemistry and conditions present when our solar system was young. As you lie in your bed tonight, consider this wonder. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the oxygen you breathe. All of these elements were forged in the heart of an ancient star that died long before our sun was born. When that star exploded in a supernova, it scattered these life-giving elements into space, where they became part of the very nebula that formed our solar system. The asteroids incorporated these stellar gifts into their rocky bodies, becoming carriers of cosmic inheritance. Tonight, as you rest under the same stars that guided the formation of these wandering worlds, you're connected to them by more than just gravity. You're connected by shared stellar ancestry, by common chemical heritage, by the same physical laws that govern both your heartbeat and their orbital dance. The asteroids are not alien intruders in our solar system. They are our cosmic siblings, born from the same stellar womb, dancing to the same gravitational music. But perhaps most remarkably, these ancient dancers have spent the last 4.5 billion years not destroying, but protecting. Far from being the threatening killer asteroids of popular imagination, they have served as cosmic guardians. Their gravitational influence has helped stabilize planetary orbits. Their impacts have delivered the water and organic compounds essential for life, and their presence in the outer solar system has acted like a cosmic immune system, capturing or deflecting many dangerous visitors from interstellar space. As you prepare to drift off to sleep, imagine yourself joining this ancient dance. Feel yourself gently orbiting, not just on Earth as it circles the Sun, but as part of the entire solar system as it moves through the galaxy. You are riding on a planet that is itself dancing with asteroids in a gravitational ballet that has been performing for longer than life has existed on Earth. Tomorrow night, when you look up at the stars, remember that between them and you, countless asteroid dancers are performing their silent choreography, carrying stories of cosmic birth, stellar death, and planetary genesis. They dance not in chaos but in harmony, following paths laid down by gravity's gentle hand, partners in the same cosmic dance that cradles you to sleep each night under the vast, protecting embrace of space and time. The Great Belt, orbital harmonies, and celestial neighborhoods. Tonight, as you rest in the gentle quiet of your room, let your imagination carry you on a peaceful journey to one of the most misunderstood neighborhoods in our solar system. Between the rusty red deserts of Mars and the swirling storms of Jupiter lies a region of space that has been portrayed as a cosmic demolition derby, a chaotic asteroid belt where rocky fragments smash into each other in endless violence. But as we drift together into this celestial realm, you'll discover something far more beautiful, a cosmic suburb where millions of ancient residents follow invisible traffic patterns with the precision of a perfectly choreographed dance. The main asteroid belt stretches across a region of space so vast that if Earth were the size of a marble, this cosmic neighborhood would span an area larger than a football field. Yet, despite containing millions of rocky inhabitants, it's mostly empty space, a peaceful expanse where asteroids follow their orbital paths with such orderly precision that spacecraft from Earth can navigate through it like ships following well-mapped shipping lanes across a calm ocean. As you float gently through this realm in your imagination, you begin to understand that what appears to be chaos is actually an expression of the universe's deepest harmonies. Every asteroid here is dancing to gravitational music, and the conductor of this cosmic orchestra is Jupiter, the giant planet whose massive presence shapes the entire structure of the asteroid belt through what scientists call orbital resonances. Think of orbital resonances as the universe's way of keeping time. Just as musicians in an orchestra synchronize their instruments to create harmony rather than noise, asteroids synchronize their orbital periods with Jupiter's gravitational rhythm. An asteroid that completes exactly 2 orbits for every one of Jupiter's will find itself gently pushed by the gas giant's gravity at precisely the same point in its orbit, again and again, until this repeated nudging either ejects it from the belt entirely or moves it to a different orbital distance. These gravitational conversations have carved empty spaces in the asteroid belt called Kirkwood Gaps, named after the astronomer who first noticed these cosmic dance floors where no asteroids choose to waltz. It's as if Jupiter's gravity provides such strong musical accompaniment in these regions that asteroids cannot maintain stable orbits there. Imagine trying to dance to two different rhythms at once, and you'll understand why these spaces remain beautifully empty. But where asteroids do dance, they often dance together in families. These asteroid families are cosmic communities that share not just orbital space, but common ancestry. Billions of years ago, larger asteroids were broken apart by gentle collisions, and their fragments continue to orbit together like extended family members sharing the same celestial neighborhood. The Flora family, the Eos family, the Coronis family. Each group tells the story of an ancient parent asteroid whose children still dance together in space, bound by gravitational kinship and shared orbital characteristics. As you drift deeper into this cosmic suburb, you notice something remarkable about the asteroid belt's organization. Despite Hollywood's portrayal of rocky obstacles packed together like a dangerous maze, the average distance between neighboring asteroids is over 1 million miles. If you were standing on one asteroid, the nearest neighbor would appear as nothing more than a faint point of light, no brighter than the distant stars. This is not a crowded, chaotic battlefield, but a peaceful, organized community, where each resident has plenty of space to dance their individual orbital ballet. The asteroids themselves are as diverse as the residents of any earthly neighborhood. Some, called C-type asteroids, are dark and carbonaceous, like cosmic chunks of charcoal that preserve organic compounds from the solar system's earliest days. Others, the S-type asteroids, are rocky and metallic, their surfaces bright enough to reflect sunlight like cosmic mirrors. The rarest residents are the M-type asteroids, almost entirely metallic, possibly the exposed cores of ancient asteroids that were once large enough to differentiate into layers like miniature planets. Each type of asteroid tells a different story about the conditions present when our solar system formed. The dark, carbon-rich asteroids formed in the outer regions of the nebula, where ice could condense alongside rock. The bright, rocky asteroids formed closer to the young sun, where only refractory materials could survive the stellar heat. The metallic asteroids are the exposed hearts of worlds that almost were, asteroids that grew large enough to melt and separate into layers before being broken apart by cosmic collisions. As you continue your peaceful journey through this celestial neighborhood, you begin to appreciate the profound stability that underlies its apparent complexity. These orbital patterns have persisted for billions of years, a testament to the reliable nature of gravitational law. The same physical principles that keep asteroids in their orbital lanes also govern the circulation of your blood, the rhythm of your breathing, and the reliable return of each new day. Tonight, as you settle into sleep, remember that you live within this same gravitational harmony. Earth's orbit around the Sun is as much a part of the cosmic dance as any asteroid's path through space. The Moon's gentle pull on our oceans creates tides that have marked time for billions of years, just as Jupiter's gravitational influence creates the resonances that organize the asteroid belt. You are not separate from this cosmic choreography. You are part of it, resting peacefully on a planet that is itself a dancer in the eternal ballet of orbital mechanics. The asteroid belt is not a distant, alien realm, but an extension of the same gravitational harmony that holds your world in its protective embrace, keeping Earth at just the right distance from the Sun to support the beautiful complexity of life. Shapes of time, the sculptors and their stories. As you rest quietly tonight, your body finding its familiar shape against the soft curves of your bed, imagine floating peacefully alongside some of the universe's most patient sculptors. These are not artists working with clay or marble, but cosmic craftsmen whose medium is time itself, and whose tools are the gentle forces of space. Every asteroid in the solar system is both sculptor and sculpture, shaped by billions of years of careful cosmic artistry into forms that tell the most intimate stories of deep time. If you could reach out and touch one of these ancient wanderers, you would discover shapes unlike anything you've ever experienced on Earth. Forget the perfect spheres of planets held round by their own substantial gravity. Asteroids are the universe's abstract art collection, elongated like cosmic potatoes, cratered like celestial golf balls, some shaped like dog bones or dumbbells, others resembling cosmic peanuts or ethereal butterflies frozen in stone. Take Eros, one of the first asteroids to receive a visiting spacecraft from Earth. This cosmic sculpture stretches 21 miles long, but only 8 miles wide, looking for all the world like a giant sweet potato, tumbling slowly through space. Its surface tells stories written in impact craters, ridges carved by ancient stress, and smooth plains where space dust has settled over geological ages. As you float beside Eros in your imagination, you can see how 4.5 billion years of gentle cosmic weathering has polished its surface into flowing, organic curves. But the true artistry becomes apparent when you realize that Eros, like most asteroids, is not just drifting through space, but spinning, rotating end over end with the stately grace of a cosmic prayer wheel. It completes one full rotation every 5 hours and 16 minutes, a rhythm it has maintained for countless millions of years. As you watch this ancient meditation in motion, you begin to understand that each asteroid spin is another story told in the language of physics, recording the gravitational conversations and gentle collisions that have shaped its journey through time. Some asteroids spin so slowly that their days last longer than Earth's seasons. Others rotate so rapidly that they complete several turns in a single Earth hour, their surfaces experiencing sunrise and sunset in rapid succession. The fastest spinners are held together by their own internal strength, their rotation limited by the simple fact that if they spun any faster, they would gently fly apart like cosmic dandelions releasing their seeds to the solar wind. As you drift closer to these spinning worlds, you discover that their surfaces are libraries written in stone, each crater and ridge a chapter in cosmic history. The largest craters record moments when other asteroids, or perhaps comets, encountered these worlds in gentle cosmic conversations that lasted only seconds but left permanent impressions. Smaller craters speak of encounters with meteoroids, tiny fragments of space debris that have been sandblasting asteroid surfaces for eons, gradually smoothing away sharp edges and creating the flowing organic shapes we observe today. But space is not just an arena of impacts, it's also a realm of subtle chemistry. For billions of years, each asteroid has been bathed in solar wind, a stream of charged particles flowing out from the sun like stellar breath. This cosmic breeze slowly alters the chemistry of asteroid surfaces, darkening bright minerals and creating new compounds that exist nowhere on Earth. The process, called space weathering, is like the universe's own form of aging, gradually changing the appearance of these ancient worlds while preserving their essential character. Some asteroids reveal even more intimate stories. Vesta, one of the largest residents of the asteroid belt, bears a crater so enormous that it exposes the asteroid's inner layers like a cosmic archaeology site where we can read the story of how this small world formed and differentiated into a crust, mantle, and core, just like the terrestrial planets. This massive impact, which occurred perhaps 1 billion years ago, scattered fragments throughout the asteroid belt and eventually delivered pieces of Vesta to Earth as meteorites, allowing us to hold actual samples of this distant world in our hands. Other asteroids show evidence of past volcanic activity, their surfaces marked by the frozen flows of ancient lava. These are not the violent explosions we might imagine, but gentle eruptions that occurred when these worlds were young and still retained enough heat from their formation to melt rock. As you float among these ancient volcanic landscapes, you're witnessing evidence of a time when asteroids were geologically active, when they had their own weather systems of molten rock and mineral vapor. Perhaps most remarkably, some asteroids appear to be rubble piles, loose collections of fragments held together by gravity so weak that an astronaut could jump from one side to escape velocity on the other. These cosmic aggregations tell stories of catastrophic disruption, followed by gravitational reassembly, like phoenixes rising from their own rocky ashes to dance once again in the solar system's eternal ballet. As you imagine running your hands along these sculptured surfaces, feeling the texture of billion-year-old impact glass and the smooth curves carved by space dust, you begin to understand that you're touching time itself. These shapes are temporal artifacts, each curve and crater a moment preserved in stone, each spin and tumble a dance step learned over cosmic ages. Tonight, as you settle into your own comfortable shape for sleep, consider that you too are a sculpture of time. Your body carries the stories of countless meals transformed into muscle and bone, countless breaths that have built and rebuilt your tissues, countless heartbeats that have carried life through your veins. Like the asteroids, spinning peacefully through space, you are both sculptor and sculpture, shaped by time and experience into your own unique form in the cosmic dance of existence. Celestial visitors, near-Earth dancers, and cosmic encounters. As you lie peacefully in your bed tonight, feeling the secure embrace of Earth's gravity holding you gently against the planet's surface, you might imagine that you're safely separated from the cosmic dance happening in the depths of space. But tonight, we'll discover together that some of those ancient asteroid dancers occasionally change their steps, leaving their distant ballroom in the asteroid belt to waltz closer to our world, becoming what astronomers call near-Earth asteroids. cosmic visitors who remind us that we too are partners in the solar system's eternal choreography. These celestial visitors are not intruders or threats, but rather old friends of our planet who have been performing gravitational dances with Earth for billions of years. Right now, as you rest under the star-filled sky, more than 27,000 of these cosmic dancers are following orbital paths that bring them within 30 million miles of Earth's orbit, close enough in cosmic terms to be considered neighbors, yet still separated by distances vast enough to ensure that most encounters remain gentle gravitational conversations rather than physical meetings. Imagine, if you will, floating peacefully in space and watching one of these near-Earth dancers approach our planet. Perhaps it's Bennu, a diamond-shaped asteroid about as wide as the Empire State Building is tall, whose dark, carbon-rich surface tells stories of the solar system's earliest chemistry. As Bennu approaches Earth, you witness not a menacing invasion, but a graceful gravitational minuet where Earth's gravity gently curves the asteroid's path, changing its trajectory slightly, while the asteroid's own modest gravitational pull creates tiny, imperceptible tides in Earth's atmosphere. These orbital encounters are part of a magnificent process called orbital evolution, where asteroids slowly change their dance steps over millions of years. A near-Earth asteroid might begin its journey in the peaceful suburbs of the main asteroid belt, following a stable circular orbit for countless eons, but occasionally a gentle gravitational nudge from Jupiter, or a soft collision with another asteroid, or even the subtle pressure of sunlight itself, can gradually alter its orbital path. Like a dancer learning new choreography, the asteroid slowly adapts its movements over hundreds of thousands of orbital periods. Its path becomes more elliptical, stretching out from the asteroid belt toward the inner solar system. Eventually, its orbit begins to cross the paths of the terrestrial planets, and it joins the population of near-Earth dancers, following complex gravitational choreography that can bring it close to Venus, Earth, and Mars on different parts of its cosmic journey. But here's the beautiful paradox that transforms our understanding of these celestial visitors. While popular culture often portrays asteroids as harbingers of destruction, the scientific truth reveals them as agents of creation and protection. Over Earth's long history, asteroid encounters have been among the most important creative forces shaping our planet's evolution and enabling the emergence of life itself. In Earth's youth, when our planet was still hot and molten from its recent formation, asteroid visitors delivered precious gifts from the outer solar system. These cosmic messengers carried water, vast amounts of water locked in their mineral structures or frozen as ice in their hearts. As these water-bearing asteroids encountered our young world in gentle cosmic embraces, they released their aqueous treasures, gradually filling Earth's basins with the oceans that would become the cradles of life. Along with water, these ancient visitors brought complex organic compounds, carbon-based molecules that form the chemical foundation for biology, amino acids, the building blocks of proteins, arrived on asteroid messengers. Nucleotide bases, essential components of DNA and RNA, traveled across the solar system in these rocky libraries. The very chemistry of life may have been delivered to Earth by the same population of near-Earth dancers that continue to visit us today. Even more remarkably, asteroid encounters have played crucial roles in the evolution of life itself. The gentle reshuffling of Earth's surface, caused by larger asteroid visitors, has periodically reset the planet's biological systems, creating opportunities for new forms of life to emerge and flourish. The asteroid that ended the age of dinosaurs 66 million years ago also opened ecological niches that allowed mammals, including eventually our own ancestors, to diversify and thrive. Today, humanity has developed the technological ability to join this ancient gravitational dance as conscious participants rather than passive recipients. Our telescopes scan the sky each night, tracking the orbital paths of near-Earth visitors with the same mathematical precision that governs their movements through space. We've learned to predict their positions years or decades in advance, transforming these once mysterious wanderers into well-understood celestial neighbors whose visits we can anticipate and appreciate. Space missions like OSIRIS-REx have actually visited these cosmic dancers, gently touching down on asteroid Bennu to collect samples of its ancient surface. Samples that are now in laboratories on Earth, allowing us to read the chemical stories these visitors have carried across billions of miles and billions of years. We are literally holding pieces of the early solar system in our hands, studying the same materials that helped create the conditions for our own existence. As you prepare for sleep tonight, consider this remarkable truth. You are resting on a planet that has been shaped, nourished, and protected by asteroid visitors for over 4 billion years. The water in your body may have arrived on an asteroid visitor in Earth's distant past. The organic compounds that make up your DNA may have traveled across the solar system as passengers on these cosmic dancers before becoming part of the intricate chemistry of life. Tonight, as you drift off to sleep, imagine yourself as part of this ongoing cosmic dance. Earth continues to waltz through space, occasionally greeting asteroid visitors with gravitational embraces that bend their paths and send them spinning back into the depths of the solar system. You are not just a passenger on this cosmic dance floor, you are a participant, your very existence made possible by billions of years of celestial choreography between Earth and its asteroid dance partners. Moons and companions, binary systems and gravitational partnerships. As you settle into the comfortable solitude of your bed tonight, feeling the familiar pleasure of having space entirely to yourself, imagine discovering that you're not as alone as you think. Floating peacefully beside you, held in place by invisible threads of attraction, is a constant companion who shares your journey through the cosmos, dancing with you in perfect synchronization through space and time. This is exactly what we find when we look closely at the asteroid belt. Many of these ancient wanderers are not solitary dancers at all, but eternal partners performing cosmic duets that have continued for millions, even billions of years. Binary asteroids, asteroids with their own moons, are among the most beautiful expressions of gravitational harmony in our solar system. Picture, if you will, floating gently through space and encountering Ida, a rocky asteroid about 35 miles long, tumbling gracefully through the void. But as you draw closer to this cosmic dancer, you discover something wonderful. Ida is not alone. Orbiting around it, like a faithful companion, is tiny Dactyl, less than a mile across, completing one orbit around its parent every 20 hours with the devotion of a celestial pet. This partnership between Ida and Dactyl represents something profound about the universe's tendency toward companionship. Despite the vast emptiness of space, despite gravitational forces so weak that a gentle push could send objects flying apart forever, these two rocky worlds have found each other and chosen to dance together. Dactyl orbits Ida at a distance of about 60 miles, close enough in cosmic terms to be considered intimate partners, yet far enough apart that each maintains its individual character while participating in their shared gravitational ballet. As you imagine watching this cosmic partnership, you begin to understand that binary asteroid systems are microcosms of the same gravitational principles that govern all celestial relationships. Just as Earth and Moon dance together while orbiting the Sun, just as the Sun and its planets journey together through the galaxy, Ida and Dactyl demonstrate that even the smallest worlds in our solar system participate in the universe's fundamental tendency toward gravitational partnership and mutual orbit. The formation of these asteroid partnerships tells stories as romantic as any earthly tale of how companions find each other. Some binary systems likely formed during the gentle breakup of larger parent asteroids, where two fragments maintain just the right combination of distance and velocity to capture each other gravitationally rather than flying apart into separate orbits around the Sun. Imagine the delicate precision required. If the fragments separated too quickly, they would become forever isolated. Too slowly, and they would crash back together. But when conditions were just right, they found the perfect balance that allowed them to become eternal dance partners. Other binary asteroids may have found each other through gravitational capture, a process so unlikely and beautiful that it seems almost magical. Picture a solitary asteroid wandering through space for millions of years until it encounters another wandering world. In the vast majority of cases, such encounters result in the asteroids simply sailing past each other, their paths slightly bent by mutual gravitational influence, but their fundamental solitude unchanged. But occasionally, perhaps once in billions of encounters, the cosmic choreography aligns perfectly, allowing one asteroid to capture another as a gravitational companion. The physics of these captures is exquisitely delicate. The approaching asteroid must have precisely the right velocity and trajectory to be slowed down by its potential partner's gravity without either crashing into it or flying away. Often, a third body, another asteroid, or even the distant gravitational influence of a planet provides just enough additional force to make the capture possible, like a cosmic matchmaker bringing two lonely dancers together on the solar system's ballroom floor. Once formed, binary asteroid systems develop their own intimate gravitational relationships. Many of these partnerships become tidally locked, meaning each partner always shows the same face to the other, just as our moon always shows the same face to Earth. In these systems, the asteroid partners have literally synchronized their rotation with their orbital dance, creating a level of cosmic intimacy where they share not just space and orbital motion, but temporal rhythm as well. Some binary asteroids are nearly equal partners, similar in size and dancing around their common center of gravity like figure skaters holding hands and spinning together. Others consist of a larger primary asteroid accompanied by a much smaller moon, creating relationships that mirror the parent-child dynamics we see throughout the cosmos. Still others exist as part of triple or even quadruple systems, entire families of asteroids bound together by gravitational affection and sharing their journey through space across geological time. These asteroid families teach us something profound about the nature of companionship in the universe. Even in the apparent emptiness of space, even among objects so small that their gravity seems negligible, the fundamental forces of attraction and partnership persist. The same gravitational principles that keep binary asteroids together also govern the relationships between all celestial bodies. From the Earth-Moon system to the intricate dance of planets around stars, to the vast galactic partnerships where billions of stars orbit together in gravitational communities. As you lie in your bed tonight, consider that you too are part of a gravitational partnership. You and Earth dance together as the planet spins, carrying you along on its daily rotation. Earth and Moon dance together as they orbit their common center of gravity. The entire Earth-Moon system dances with the Sun, while the Sun carries all its planetary partners on a journey around the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Tonight, as you drift towards sleep, imagine yourself as Dactyl to Earth's Ida, a small but essential partner in a cosmic dance that has been continuing for billions of years. Feel the invisible threads of gravitational attraction that bind you to your planetary home, that hold the atmosphere around you, that keep the Moon in its faithful orbit overhead. You are not alone in the cosmos, but part of an endless series of partnerships and companionships that extend from your own body through your relationship with Earth, out to the asteroid belt, where ancient rock partners continue their eternal duets, and beyond to the very structure of the universe itself. Cosmic messengers, asteroids as teachers and future partners. As you rest tonight in the quiet sanctuary of your room, feeling the gentle pull of approaching sleep, imagine that you're receiving the softest possible whisper from across billions of miles and billions of years. Messages carried by ancient couriers who have traveled farther and seen more than any earthly messenger could ever dream. These cosmic messengers are the asteroids themselves, and tonight, as our journey through their celestial realm draws to a peaceful close, we'll discover how these patient teachers are helping humanity learn to read the deepest stories written in the language of the cosmos itself. Throughout human history, we have been unconscious recipients of asteroid messages, though we didn't recognize them as such. Every meteorite that has ever fallen to Earth is a letter from the asteroid belt, a sample of ancient rock that carries within its mineral structure direct testimony about conditions in the early solar system. In museums and laboratories around the world, scientists hold these cosmic messages in their hands, reading chemical signatures that tell stories of stellar nucleosynthesis, planetary formation, and the long journey of matter from distant stars to our own world. But in recent decades, humanity has evolved from passive recipient to active correspondent in this cosmic conversation. We have learned to send our own messengers into space, robot ambassadors that visit asteroids and return with detailed reports about these ancient worlds. The Near Shoemaker spacecraft spent a full year orbiting asteroid Eros, mapping its surface and measuring its composition with the patience of a devoted student learning from a master teacher. Hayabusa and Hayabusa 2 from Japan have touched down on asteroids and brought back actual samples, while OSIRIS-REx has performed the cosmic equivalent of a gentle kiss, briefly touching asteroid Bennu to collect dust and pebbles that are now being studied in laboratories on Earth. These missions reveal asteroids as libraries of cosmic knowledge, each one carrying information that cannot be found anywhere else in the solar system. Unlike planets, which have been geologically active and have erased most evidence of their early history, asteroids have remained largely unchanged since their formation. They are cosmic time capsules, preserving within their rocky hearts the original materials from which all planets formed. When we study asteroid samples, we are literally holding pieces of the solar nebula, examining the same dust grains that witnessed the birth of our sun and the formation of our world. As you imagine floating peacefully among these ancient teachers, you begin to appreciate that asteroids are also showing us something profound about patience and persistence. For 4.5 billion years, they have followed their orbital paths with unwavering dedication, maintaining the same gravitational relationships, preserving the same chemical signatures, carrying the same stories across epochs of time. that span from the formation of the solar system to this very moment as you rest in your bed. This patience teaches us something essential about cosmic perspective. In our daily lives, we often feel pressured by schedules measured in hours and days, worried about changes that occur over weeks and months. But asteroids dance to rhythms measured in millions of years, following orbital cycles that have continued longer than life has existed on Earth. They remind us that the most fundamental processes in the universe, the formation of planets, the evolution of solar systems, the slow dance of celestial mechanics, operate on timescales that dwarf human concerns while remaining as reliable as the sunrise. Perhaps most remarkably, these ancient teachers are now showing us pathways to our own cosmic future. As humanity begins to venture beyond Earth, asteroids may become our first extraterrestrial homes and our first sources of cosmic resources. Some asteroids contain more precious metals than have ever been mined on Earth. Others carry vast quantities of water that could support human exploration of the outer solar system. Still others offer gravitational harbors where spacecraft could rest and refuel on journeys to distant worlds. But beyond their practical value as stepping stones to the stars, asteroids offer us something even more precious. They teach us how to think like a cosmic species. When we successfully navigate a spacecraft through the asteroid belt, when we gently touch down on an asteroid's surface, when we return samples to Earth for study, we are learning to participate consciously in the gravitational choreography that has been shaping our solar system for eons. These missions require us to think in orbital terms, to understand gravitational relationships, to appreciate the vast scales of space and time that govern celestial mechanics. In learning to visit asteroids, we are learning to think like participants in cosmic processes, rather than merely terrestrial observers of distant phenomena. We are developing what we might call cosmic citizenship, the ability to see ourselves as active participants in the ongoing evolution of our solar system. As you prepare for sleep tonight, consider this beautiful truth. You are living at a unique moment in cosmic history, when humanity is transitioning from being passive recipients of asteroid messages to active participants in asteroid exploration. You are alive during the decades when our species is learning to read the cosmic library contained in these ancient worlds, when we are developing the technology and wisdom necessary to become true partners in the solar system's gravitational dance. Tonight, as you drift towards sleep, imagine that you are floating peacefully among the asteroid teachers, listening to their patient lessons about deep time, cosmic chemistry, and gravitational harmony. Feel yourself connected not just to these ancient worlds, but to the long chain of cosmic evolution that links the formation of the first stars to the emergence of planets, from the delivery of water and organic compounds to early Earth, to the evolution of life and consciousness, from the first human who looked up at the night sky in wonder to the future generations who will make their homes among the stars. You are part of this cosmic story, resting now on a planet that dances with asteroids in the eternal ballet of orbital mechanics, participating in a conversation between worlds that began billions of years ago and will continue long after tonight's dreams have faded into tomorrow's dawn. Sleep peacefully, knowing that you belong to this magnificent cosmic dance, forever connected to the ancient teachers who continue their patient journey through the star-filled darkness above. As your breathing slows and your body relaxes into sleep, the cosmic dance continues. Asteroids spinning gracefully through space, following gravitational rhythms as reliable as your heartbeat, carrying their ancient stories across the vast distances between worlds, dancing forever in the gentle embrace of cosmic time.